Go ahead. We following your lead, pimp.
Yep.
And in 5, 4, 3.
You see that, y'all? Story time with the legendary Jerry.
Solid.
We are having a ball here. New face. We on location today. We outside our
First time, right?
first time. We outside
in a special place.
A special place, a special guest. I'm excited, man. I'm excited about having this brother on the show, y'all. I'm excited about every guest on every week. This guy right here, I've had my hands directly and indirectly involved in his projects over the years, without going too deep in it, because we're about to have a great conversation. I got my brother New Face. I am Jerry Clark, aka the legendary Jerry, and we are here, New Face, with singer, songwriter, rapper, entrepreneur, gamer.
Few things.
Did I miss out on anything?
Dancer, writer, producer.
Dancer. Shit,
You know what
You ain't seen.
That nigga dancing? Oh, shit. Okay. Bam. That's that Florida shit.
Come on, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, T-Pain up in here today.
Clap sound effect in post.
Hey, man, how you feeling, man? Look,
I'm holding on.
We talked about this off camera.
I'm holding on to it. I look okay, I think.
You wait, say that again?
I look okay.
Do you feel okay?
That's subjective.
Okay, so look, before we get into this great conversation, I got a confession to make.
Okay, Usher.
So, yeah, back in the day, before you got signed, before you blew up and became T-Pain, TJ Chapman came to my house in Stone Mountain with a CD, and I just was in storage, and I found it, and I wanted to bring it to you. And it just took me back. I said, damn, I'm about to interview this guy. And it said Teddy Pin
her ass down.
Pinned her ass down.
Yep.
New Face. Teddy Pin. He came to my house.
That name would not fly these days.
Hold on, let me finish my confession. He came to my house. TJ Chapman said, Jerry, this dude is a star, bro. He's gonna be the next. He gonna be that next big superstar. Yeah. And I was like, okay. I listened to it. It was about 2-3 songs. I gotta find the CD. I know I'm gonna find when I get back to the house.
Yeah.
Came down to TJ's DJs in Tallahassee. Met you. I was like, okay. My thing was, I was like, this nigga sing rap. Like what? Like and I'm able to say this, man.
Yeah, of course.
I didn't get it. I mean, the music was good,
lot of people
but that's why I didn't get it. So I just wanted, before we start, I could have had the opportunity.
Most people only got it if they didn't know what I looked like.
Oh, wow.
That was, a lot of people thought I was Hispanic before I dropped the video for Sprung. So once they saw me, they was like, that's the nigga singing it?
and I'm going to say this again, Payne, that I heard the music and it was good. And I was just like, and I was in a position then from my relationships with labels to make some shake.
Yeah.
So I'm able to just say from man to man.
Right.
I dropped the motherfucking ball.
It took and you weren't the only one. It took TJ a minute. You know what I mean? Like even when I took it to TJ and tried to get it on the Tastemaker CD, he charged me $300 to put it on the CD, and I'm like, dude, I'm sleeping in my car outside. I can't do that. And he was like, well, I need $300, and I'm like, but it's really good music. It was like, hey man, I got a lot of good music on this thing. And I'm like, all right, well. That's it then. And then, I walked out of his office crying, went down to my wife. She's like, what you crying for? I was like, you done.
What'd you say? How you doing?
We sleeping in the car.
What you do with that money we had?
We go get something. You know what I'm saying? And she was in the military, so any money that I had, like, she'd send me her check. Like, you know what I mean? So she was like keeping my lights on at the house. So any money she would send me, it would go straight to my light bill, at my dad's house. So
man, where those women at, Payne?
Upstairs.
New Face way. Oh, no, I'm talking about.
You talking about those type?
Wait, yeah, what those type women at, man?
Probably in the military. So, she was supporting me and stuff like that, but I like whatever. And then I started giving the CDs out to other DJs, and it got down to Miami, and then people from Miami started calling up like, "Hey, boy, y'all got this nigga up there in Tallahassee."
That's hard.
Yeah, that's all right. That was something that they had worked out. I don't know what happened with that, and then all that stuff with jobs started happening, and I was like, I don't know what's going on. I'm just gonna sign this bitch and get and do what I can. But
so take us from that. Take us from what we just said. You sleeping in the car, your wife sending money, to the situation where that whole job thing with job situation, I should say, with Memphis and everybody came.
Yeah.
How did that all come to fruition like that?
So basically, it was my homeboy Greg at the time that had took it to Boo, Akon's brother. And then Boo took that to Akon. Akon called me right when I got my McDonald's application, and I thought somebody was playing on my phone because that nigga got a funny voice, and I was like, can't be a real person on my phone. What is this? So I hung up on him because I thought somebody was playing on my phone. Pip. And yeah, man, he said he wanted to meet up. Took me to a damn pizza parlor. Him and Boo. I was like,
here in Atlanta, on New York.
Yeah,
okay.
right by the MARTA station. It was some pizza place back then, and I was sitting across from them. I'm like, y'all the same person.
They do look like twins.
Yeah, but we went through that, and Akon was basically like, I can offer you a career, can't offer you a bunch of money. My dad was with me at the time. My dad was like, well, no, we want money. So of course,
that's that parental.
So yeah, but I was like, no, I want a career. But we had more meetings. We went to Atlantic and LA. That was my first time going to LA. We went to Atlantic, went to Geffen, Interscope. We pretty much went everywhere we could in LA. And then once we got back, I was like, I didn't like any of those meetings. And my dad was like, well, we got 2 more. So get ready to get back on the plane.
When you say you didn't like them, what you mean you didn't like the meetings? You didn't like the money they was offering?
Everybody was talking hella money.
More than what Convict and Jive.
They was talking about millions. This job was even the ones talking about millions, but they was talking about millions for Armstrong. Con said, I can give you $20,000 and a career. And I was like, well, that sounds better than all this money because everybody's saying they can give me a bunch of money for one song. And I'm like, I want to make more than this one. Yeah, but when they saw me, they was like,
oh, this kid deal.
They was like, this kid ain't going to make it past this one song.
Really?
That's what they saw. They saw me and it was like, in what world would this nigga go further than this?
Wow.
You know what I mean? So they all offered a ton of money. It was offering millions. And then Akon was offering 20 grand. But he promised me that it was going to go further than the one song. And so that's what I wanted the most.
Was it the total opposite? So with Jerry saying like he didn't really get it, did these labels get it and they still
they got the song? Yeah, they understood the song. Like they wanted, like everybody wanted me to cut my hair. Like it was just this whole trying to get me to fit into whatever they thought box was. Yeah. So Akon was like, dude, I get it. I'm a African from New Jersey. Like a lot of people didn't get my music either.
Yep.
Because
he's right.
Because he was signed to the Fugees. Con signed like 15 deals. So like when things work out and when people can't see things. So going from that, and while I'm doing that, it jumped from where it was to what it is because when we had those last 2 meetings, my dad went to go put gas in the truck to take us to the airport. I was with Boo and my homeboy Tay Dism at the house, and my dad had pretty much cussed out Boo like we not taking y'all shitty ass deal. Go ahead and go home, man. Leave my son alone. I'm gonna go get gas. Let's just end it right here. And Boo was like, all right. So my dad left to go get gas. I said, Boo, how long it take to get to Atlanta from here? He said it's about a 4-hour drive.
Yeah,
I gotta get going now. So I was like, give me 2 minutes. I went in that bitch, got the biggest duffel bag I can find, and I stuffed lamps in that bitch. I put everything. If I could have got a mattress in that bitch, I would put it in there.
I said, I'm gone. I'm getting the hell out.
Open the trunk.
I'm hopping on 319. I'm hopping on 319 north.
We dipped out. I went up there by myself. I fucking threw my phone away. I didn't want no community because I knew my dad was going to try to find me. I just threw my phone away. And, I tried to, just have something I can get in touch with my wife. And man, and within the next week, I was signed to Convict.
Damn.
And here we are.
Damn.
Interviewing in my house.
And then look, and then I don't know how much time after that you got signed, but I get a call from the label. They're like, Jerry, we need you to come to Patchwork. It was Memphis. He's like, I need you to come to Patchwork.
Yeah.
And hear these records before the album drop. I need you to be one of the first people to hear. And I was like, cool, because I had already, like I said earlier, had heard the music and liked it. So I came in and I remember him playing. I never forget. Y'all played I'm in Love with a Stripper. And I told the engineer to bring that. He might have played that bitch maybe 10 times in a row. No, New Face.
In
I
that
swear
big
on
room in
everything.
Patchwork? The big room?
Oh man, that's the best one.
Yeah, with downstairs in Patchwork.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I just kept saying, this is the one. This is the one from the shit he was saying.
It was the one. It was the one.
From the shit he was saying in the rap. And then, plus at that time I used to frequent
that's what
I used to frequent adult entertainment establishments a lot more than what I pay.
Makes a lot of sense.
A lot more than what I do now in those days. So when I hear it hit home for me in a lot of different ways.
Right, yeah.
And I just kept saying, but after I got over that love for that record and the engineers started playing other records, I said, motherfucker, I done missed out on this.
Yeah, man.
He got hit.
Damn, this motherfucker got records, man.
It happens, man. And there was a lot going on in between that too, because when Myth Hits got a hold of me, he still remembered from the first go round, you know what I mean? Like what was going on with all the deals. And now I'm with Akon.
Yeah.
And now everybody gets signed to a major. So now TJ is like, wait a minute. I started this whole shit. Hold on now.
Yeah.
And then, so he's like, him and Memphis getting into it because now TJ's like, I want the finder's fee.
I remember.
Wow.
And Memphis like, well, unfortunately, we just stopped doing those.
Oh, shit.
Let me cut you off because I remember talking to TJ after the fact. So with Memphis being A&R over there at Jive and him being part of your project, of course, I know from being in the industry for years and just being in that building that it soon became some friction with you and him.
Me and Memphis?
Yeah.
Not soon.
I mean,
it was after a while.
After what? Depends on what. It's all relative, but where?
Yeah, because I can even remember like a significant beat.
Because y'all were like, I mean,
yeah, we were inseparable. But I think what you're talking about came when Hits Committee started. So when Mem tried to start doing his own label on the side, then he kind of started leveraging his relationship with me. And then he kind of started using me for different things on his label. And I'm not getting paid over here, but he's also not paying attention to the shit he's supposed to be paying attention to at Jive to make sure my career is still good enough to even have notoriety to do shit for him. And then he started paying attention to his artists more. And I'm producing his artists for him for free and all stuff like that. So
hold on, you was producing his artists for free?
Yeah, I was doing everything that Mem needed me to do. I was doing for free.
Whoa.
You know what I mean? So it was like a thing to where it was like, all right, dude.
But it wasn't balancing out.
It wasn't balancing out because I'm helping his artists out. I'm doing videos like Baby Huey, RP Baby Huey.
Yeah.
Like all them joints I did for him was just
pro bono.
All the Pop Lock and Drop It, G5, all the videos,
wow.
You know what I mean? Like all that stuff was just there, you know what I mean? Because it was Myth, you know what I mean? So.
Yeah, because I like we just said, I remember at one point y'all were thick as thieves, and he
and we still are. I talked to him yesterday.
Good.
Yeah,
okay,
good.
Good. Because that's my guy, man.
Yeah,
I love. Shout out Memphis, man. That's my guy.
Memphis.
I was gonna ask that. So y'all everything is cool now.
I'm executive producer on this new TV show. It's like
good,
we
man.
Good. We
that's
all the
good
way
to hear,
good. He
man.
was supposed to be A&R for Nappy Boy, but he had 3 fucking jobs already.
By that time.
hey, new face. Hey, I love Memphis. That motherfucker Memphis used to have about 3, 4.
Bro, he don't stop. But nah, it came to a priority problem with Memphis. And we never had like a legitimate beef. It was just like, bro, if that's what you're gonna go do, then I gotta figure out what's going on over here. And then, he had some struggles on his own, that he needed to get through and stuff like that. So, I started getting fired from the label, and he wanted me to fight for him. I'm like, you're kind of crazy though, nigga. Like,
but it was good to have somebody from the South up in that office in New York because he got it. He understood music coming from the South.
Yeah.
He understood the culture of the South. So, no disrespect to
that's what the problem was. He was my guy in there.
Yeah, we needed somebody like Memphis from the South up in the building.
And then when he stopped paying attention to that part, I was like, dude, where are you? What are you doing? I'm losing all of these battles in these meetings right now.
Hey, Pan, you see I'm babysitting this.
You are babysitting. I mean, look.
Hey, new face. This shit, this old body sometimes.
It'll egg up on you.
You mentioned Follies a minute ago, Payne. And this is totally off the music subject, but I gotta ask this.
It's good subjects right here.
Yeah, when we talk about strip club. Follies, Magic,
Blue
Cheetah,
Flames.
Magic
Blue
every
Flame.
time. Magic every time.
Oh yeah.
Y'all hear that?
Every single time.
Because that's my go-to spot too. Shout out to Magic City.
Shout out to Magic.
That's literally the last time I seen him.
Damn.
Literally the last time after the Rick Ross.
Night before last was in that motherfucker.
After the Aspire, you did the show with Ross, and then I go in there and I'm like, he just performed and he just chilling. Like,
hey, I had, and I've been wanting to ask that question for so long because Magic City is my spot. Now, when I go to other cities, when I go to,
there's just different things that have happened in clubs that kind of throw me off. And Magic is the only place that hasn't.
What you mean throw you off?
So like in Follies, I went to Follies like twice in my life. And
it was some bad business in there.
They had the best girls.
Oh,
they had the best girls, and that's the reason I went the second time. But
try it again.
You said shit. I'm gonna give it one more chance.
Hey.
But the fact that like you can't use a credit card to get ones. You can't have a bottle at your table.
Yeah, man.
You don't know what you're getting. You order some expensive shit. They pouring the crazy.
Oh yeah, man.
So you don't know. They give you open bottles. You know, it's like little shit like that.
That's what I don't like about Blue Flame. You can't
Blue
use your
Flame,
car. Everything. I'm like,
Flame,
damn, man. I just want to use my car.
Spot.
I went to Blue Flame one time, and they put me in the section by the bathroom. And when I tell you that whole section smelled like 3 mops. That have just wet mops. And I was like,
it smell like the onion room at the varsity.
Yeah.
Open vagina and wet mops is a bad combination.
That's not that's a bad combo.
Yeah, because now you don't know where the smell coming from. You know what I mean? Is aroma-wise, that's not where you want to be at.
He said aroma-wise.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
That's not a.
And it's far.
Oh,
it's far as fuck from here. You know what I mean? I got the club in my house. I can just...
But on the subject of clubs, dance strip clubs, how did they rank with Florida? Were you frequent to those back home in Tallahassee or Miami?
You had no money.
Well, you got to think, not only, in Tallahassee, that's where the governor lives, so we're not allowed to have strip clubs.
Yeah,
we're not allowed to have strip clubs. We have strip houses. So we would have to,
Could they get completely naked? That was the thing in Miami. They couldn't get completely naked. Is that?
Oh, in Miami?
No, they get butt booty ass naked.
That's the naked capital.
Yeah, they get butt booty ass naked like Atlanta.
Okay.
Miami is America's Africa. This is
wait, hold on. It's America's what?
It's America's Africa.
Miami, they got some.
What it is,
New Face. I can't.
That's where they grow booties at. That's what it is.
Come on, New Face.
A field of asses.
Now let me say this. Let me say this, Payne. Now look, we didn't talk about a strip club. Look. Now we're gonna get back to some music.
Okay. Yep.
I haven't been in the studio with you to see your work ethic personally, to be able to watch with my own eyes. But I had an artist signed to me by the name of Blackjack.
Blackjack.
Yes.
I remember Blackjack.
And our biggest record at that when he was signed was $500 in ones. And I remember sending you the record. You sent back. We sent it like 12 that afternoon. New Face by that evening.
What?
This motherfucker sent back like, we sent one version. He thought we was trying to, I never forget, we got on for, you said we thought we was trying to get like a hyphy. And I was like, nah, this don't sound right. So send it. It wasn't 30 minutes late. Sent back a whole nother verse.
Another verse.
Yeah, because I understood it from
I was like, okay, this one. Then that one was just cool. Not even, I swear, it was like 2 a.m. You sent another one. And that motherfucker was so hard. And I said,
it's pretty good.
This dude's work ethic. I said, I see why he winning.
You gotta go for it, man.
Winning. So has it your work ethic? Has that? I mean, I know you mentioned earlier with your struggles with sleeping in the car.
It's out the window. It's gone.
It's always been like that?
No, it don't exist no more.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I get in the studio twice a month and just
Paying the work ethic gone?
I get in the studio about twice. It's only because I'm doing other shit. You know what I mean? Okay. Like the people that are in the studio night and day, that's because that's all they do. And that's what they
So what you saying is what you did for Blackjack. You don't have to do that shit no more.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
I'm being honest, I was blown away, man.
Keep it a bean and a half. I didn't have to do it then.
Oh. No, look. Hey, look. Okay, I like that shit, nigga. Hey, and what's so crazy is New Face. He didn't hit me over the head with a price, bro. And this was when I'm talking about T-Pain
That's
was
what I'm
at
trying
the,
to figure out
at the
this process
peak.
of the time frame. So you're doing this epic feature run. What was the mind state doing that epic run where T-Pain was featured?
I just like doing music.
He pouring the seconds now, new fella. He trying to send us a message.
These are small cuts.
my body can't take that like that. Oh shit, God dog, man.
Y'all need to calm down. These are really small cups. What's going on with y'all?
This is man.
I told y'all about my alcoholism when y'all walked in here.
You did.
They don't know what time this is.
No, it's the difference between being a drunk and an alcoholic.
Yeah.
So
this is awesome. Now, if y'all wasn't here, I'd be chilling. I'd be drinking chamomile tea or some shit. But the fact that
hold on, chamomile?
It's
because Legendary Jerry Newface, that's what.
It's the activity. You know what I mean? Just being there, there's something to do. Like, this might crank me up for later on. Me and my wife might go do something later.
Okay, hey man, look.
The day is getting active.
That's because let's get active.
The day is getting
I'm gonna let you get more active on that because my chest.
Go ahead.
Look, my chest burned.
Yeah. You want some ice or something?
No. Hey, I was gonna say a minute ago. I was like, man, can I get a little ice? But I'm
ice.
cool. I'm a grown ass man.
No ice. But the work ethic is because I'm doing other stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like when people try to get me to go do shows, I'm like, you got to. In order to get me out of this house, I got to be making more than I'm making playing video games down the hallway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like when you making 50, 60 grand an hour playing video games and your draws, it's kind of hard to get me to go out the country for, you know what I'm saying?
Hold on. Pause.
You got it.
You said 50, 60 grand an hour.
This is what I've.
That gaming world is like that?
Oh my God.
I mean, I knew it. No, I knew. I knew
Dudes
it was.
making it. I mean, and I'm on the low tier. This dude's making millions a month.
Your boy T Grizzly, he's
T Grizzly going
and,
crazy,
and he's like,
and I'm making less than T Grizzly.
Oh shit!
I know I'm making less than T Grizzly. Well, I mean, when we talk about hourly, I know I'm doing less than T Grizzly. But you talk about like when I
just
get
from
deals,
fucking playing video games.
But when I get deals like,
man, what am I doing? I'm doing something wrong in my life, man.
Like there was an activation 7-Eleven. What's 7-Eleven? 7-Eleven. They gave me 250 grand to play any game I wanted for 2 hours, but just in certain intervals, just say, "Hey guys, 7-Eleven has pizza now."
Oh shit!
Wow. Don't you want a pizza from 7-Eleven? Cool. Let's get back to the game. For 2 hours. We don't have 7-Elevens in Georgia.
Sure don't. We sure don't.
Yeah, sure
don't.
So it's like,
dang.
What is it like? What easy money? But you think
money.
about that. You think about the pack clothes, go get on a stage for an hour and a half, sweat it out in a state that I don't know what the fuck is going on, or out the country before I stay in that room and just say 7-Eleven has pizza, and then go back to the game. You think you're gonna get me to leave my house
when you can stay right here?
Right. So it's like getting in the studio isn't like a thing to me because it's like. When people think about, I gotta make songs, it's because they shooting all their shots. You know, obviously you miss 100% of shots you don't take. So people are like, I gotta keep recording songs because one of these bitches gonna hit and I'm gonna make money. Now it's to the point to where I got so much other shit going on, I don't need nothing to hit. All the shit that done hit, it's still providing. You know what I mean? Like it's still, because some of these motherfuckers, they make hits, but the hits last for 2 months. And then you got to move on to the next thing.
Yeah.
But it's like the hits that I've come up with are still providing for me 10 years later to where people are like, I remember T-Pain from fucking 2007. Wasn't that a cool time? Here's $1 million. Okay. Now I'm really not leaving the house. Like, you know what I mean? Or I'm really not going in the studio. If it's somebody I really, really fuck with, I'll get in the studio. It's like Andre.
Yeah.
Like anybody get 3 stacks in the studio, bro.
Me and Newface was just talking about him. He doing a flute tour.
He's good, bro. He's good. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we good.
So recently you did the Juicy Fest. So what prompted you to say yes to a show like that?
I just fucking love Australia.
So that was a selling point for you.
Absolutely love Australia, and that was my first time headlining a tour in Australia.
Wow,
I couldn't pass that up, and the money was fucking dope, and a bunch of the niggas on the tour I really fuck with. Shanti, like Fabulous, Trey Songz, you know what I mean? So I really, Mace was out there. Yes. You know what I mean? So I was like,
these are people I genuinely fuck with. If I'm gonna go the beautiful country Australia,
it's gonna be cool as hell. I come back with more than I left with.
No, a lot more. Let's get it. A
You know what
lot
I mean?
more.
Headlining a whole tour for a month. I mean, you can imagine the numbers. You know what I mean? So it was cool as hell. But but also doing that was because I wanted to do it, because right before that, I did the HelloFresh shit and got the same amount of money, but I didn't have to leave home. You know what I mean? Like, it was, you know what I mean? So it's like, it's kind of when I really fuck with somebody or something or a place, then absolutely.
Does your wife and family still try, like when you go do like in Australia with a long run like that?
My wife is with me 100% of the time.
See, that's dope, man.
We gotta recruit bitches some kind of way. We can't be.
Oh,
yeah, no, I'm joking.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
No, very serious. But
No, you're not. No, this nigga not.
Second interview.
That's a whole nother whole nother interview.
Nah, but I try to keep my kids out of that, man, because I know a lot of people take their kids with them on tours and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But the grueling struggle of travel, like, just, you see people screaming in the airport trying to get to Indianapolis, nigga. Like, it's not. You talking about traveling in a different country, a different city in that country every day, man. Bro, I don't want to put my kids through that. I barely see them in the house. They ain't leaving their rooms. It's like,
so what do your kids think you do in their head? I mean,
they know exactly what's going on.
Okay.
Like, the kid's grown. The kid's 19, 17,
they grown.
and 15. So
are they gamers too?
They are. That's why they don't leave their rooms. The times I talk to my kids.
So the whole family, the whole family is making money off gaming?
Making money.
Stop, nigga. Is the whole family making money off gaming?
I mean,
making money.
Obviously, and it's not by design. I didn't make them game or anything like that. They game, and then it's just like, like when deals come in for me, and I'm like, well, that's not enough money, and I'm like, well, my kid plays that game too. You want them to do it? Oh yeah, they can do it. Cool.
Oh, passing it on down. Nepotism at its finest.
So with this Vegas residency, how this shit go? You used to be here at the crib.
Yeah. Well, the Vegas residency. See, when people hear residency, they think
like
it's
Usher.
Usher.
Yeah.
My shit is once a month.
You cool then.
I'm good as fuck. And it's only, and we already scheduled it to where it's only when I'm over that way, anyways.
On the West Coast.
No, on the West Coast. So you know what I mean. So it's like.
So it's not your typical residency 3 nights a week.
Residency. Mm-hmm. It's a lot more involved than, so the reason it's not a typical residency is because there's so much shit going on. We can only do it once a month.
And once a month for how long?
For a year.
Yeah.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah. So the shit that we're doing in the show, it's like they're not allowed to do that every day.
Whoa.
And keep in mind, this residency is in a club. You know what I mean? It's in a nightclub, so it's not like a theater stage or anything like that, but I'm bringing theater shit to the nightclub. So they're not even allowed. Like, we're bringing cars in the club and shit.
God,
like, it's a lot going on.
Well, you got coming out. You got Breezy, Chris Brown.
There's nobody coming out.
It's just you.
It's just me.
See, let me tell y'all something. Let me talk into the camera. This is the difference between having a hit record and being a hit artist.
Mm-hmm.
That's
like Newface, I used to tell people that all the time. I want a hit artist.
Yeah, people
like you say, from 2005, 2000. People still coming and they still jamming to your shit. It ain't like a year later, like, oh yeah, I remember that record.
Right.
We talking about 15 going on 20 years.
For sure.
And you still. Well, you gotta make sure we get out there, me and Newface and can we come to one of the Can we come to one of the residencies?
No. Definitely show up. Just talk to people at the door and look.
Newface, you see that's that industry shit.
I know.
Hey, now
gotta show him this clip.
Hey, look. Now you see now he go. You see how he did us Newface? Hey,
I was just with him.
We was in his house, man. Look, I got a picture of this man. This man, come on, man.
I don't know him. No, I don't know him.
We don't know him.
So,
but how do you decide to? Which song?
Hey, no, I know. Hey, he go high side. Oh, he go high side on us. Newface. Oh, he definitely gonna do that. Like, nah, don't let them motherfuckers in. I don't know them.
Man. A show like this, but how do you decide which? Jerry says, you are a hit artist. How do you decide which songs to select for this, or will it be a different show every time, or have you decided that?
You go to iTunes.
And I'm gonna forget a discography.
And you search by popularity. There's a popularity tab in iTunes. I don't know if y'all know about that.
Oh yeah, I know.
When you hit iTunes, you just type in T-Pain.
He's done this.
Hit the popularity tab.
And all those songs that pop up
to least. And pick the first 60 minutes of that.
And there go your show.
And that's the show. So me and Monte, but we picked the songs and me and Monte come in here for about a week.
Shout out DJ Monte.
Shout out DJ Monte.
Count.
Yeah. So me and Monte come in here and before I was T-Pain, I was DJ Pain.
Right.
So having two DJs, putting a show together, we putting in, mixes of the songs and different beats on, we making sure that people don't just come to hear T-Pain songs. Like you come to a club to hear T-Pain set. You want to get some, what I'm saying? You want to get some variety. So, we remixing the songs, we putting the songs with their respective tempos and stuff like that. And we're DJing the show basically. But, even at the residency, Monte DJs for 30 minutes before.
Oh, okay. So everybody already engaged.
So everybody, we bring the South to Vegas, you know what I mean? So we're just getting people ready because, you go to Vegas club.
All that. Feel like you're in Ibiza or something.
And Monte is not doing that shit.
Yeah. So what me and Monte came up with is we add some of that into his DJ set so it'll transition from the shit. So, you don't want to make it too jarring for the white people in there.
So once a month, we get this T-Pain residency of all your hits, all your smashes, every song you wrote.
We left a lot of shit out.
Okay.
The first time we did the show, me and Monte was like, dude, we didn't even do I'm Sprung in that show.
Wait, what? I would have been mad at you. I'd have been like, fuck, I ain't coming back to this shit.
It was crazy. People were really, really fucking satisfied. Like I fit in cover songs. I like, when people perform at this particular club, you got a stage that you perform on, but there's a part of the show that goes out into the crowd.
Yeah.
Like it goes all the way around the club. Like it's not just me, just like, just mobbing out into the crowd. There's like a specific thing, the security know to clear the path. Like before the song, like it's real involved. Like we use all the lights in the club. There's a thing in the club called the Mothership. And it's like a set of lights that comes down and moves across the club, and it looks like a spaceship. It's
some
like
funkadelic Parliament shit.
It's crazy. So we utilize everything.
So it's a real life experience.
Yeah,
man.
we take it over and we make it. It's Nappy Boy automotive theme. So I have an automotive company because I've gotten into cars a lot and shit like that. So I started an automotive company with some very reputable people. And, now that residency, it's all Nappy Boy automotive theme. And our colors are pink and white. So the whole club is pink and white. Everything about it, the video that's playing behind me, the intro is all automotive theme. Everything is car theme. Even in the songs,
damn.
There's breakdowns where there's car sounds and, it's like stuff. We really made the show a theme, and that's the only time we do that show is for the residency. Like when I go out, do normal shows, when I do tour, like it's a completely different show, but the residency gets that one theme. So
ain't no better way of branding your company name,
of course,
in front of.
You know what I mean? So so people do leave there satisfied because they don't even realize what you didn't do because we do so much. Like we learned from a long time ago. Me and Monte, we did Fader Fort at South by Southwest one time, and we did 43 songs in 45 minutes.
Wait,
what? 43?
So we did 43 songs in 45 minutes, and after that, me and Monte was like, bro, this is so doable. Like we can run this shit so quick and so fast to where we can satisfy everybody. This is the first time we realized that we can satisfy everybody. And then, because before then, people were like, after every show, I got to check Twitter. I'm like, see what people thought about the show. Why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do this? Where was this at? Where was this at? Where was it? And once we did them 43 songs in 45 minutes, we was like, bro, we can do everything. We can do, it's possible now. We know we can do this now. You know what I mean? So it's like
43 songs in 40.
This is under an hour.
Yeah, because that was like my first time performing again, because that was like 2000. That had to be 15, 16 or something like that, because I didn't have any hair when I did that. I do my timeline about how my back
had to look.
Yeah. So it had been my first time doing like a real big performance in a while. And we started the shit out like, hey, I'm T-Pain, and I just came to remind y'all about all this stuff real quick.
And you speak about your hair, the hair, like the lifetime, but what about the top hats? There was a significant time. I was expecting to see a selection or a wall of the top.
You missed them.
I was going to say, okay.
You missed them.
You still got
them. They're hanging from the ceiling in the hallway.
Where did that come from, or just?
The first time I went to London, I was like, we got to find a top hat somewhere. Like, that's, I went to London, did Tim Westwood, and I was like, we're in London. I need me a top hat. And I start wearing it around. Mm-hmm. And as I was taking pictures, people were like, man, I like that look. That's pretty cool. And then I started coming back like, I want to wear a top hat.
Signature, you know what I mean? Signature look.
I'm always looking for a hat. It's always some kind of hat that I got to wear because my face just can't survive on its own. So
you just mentioned it that downtime. You say you hadn't done a show in a while.
Yeah.
What was going on personally and professionally in that time frame?
Alcoholism. Real rampant.
Was it depression?
It was a combination of both. It was a combination
Finances
of both.
That got tight.
Finances, depression, fucking all that shit. Just the world was like against me. You know what it was? The industry was getting tired of me. And I never saw that part coming because you start to get this.
The death of auto-tune.
The death of auto-tune was happening. You know what I mean? And I'm like, what the fuck did I do? Yeah. You know what I mean? Because there was nothing that preceded that. Mm-hmm. Everything was just going fine. And then the world turned against me once that shit happened. It was just like, God damn. What do I do?
What did I do?
All right.
What more do you want?
What the fuck? I'm just in here chilling. You know what I mean? So it was a combination of things, but at the same time, it was more so me thinking that everything was going to be okay all the time. Once it was okay, knowing that that's not how the world works, and once I got out of that mindset, once I started looking at myself and like, it's me. I can change this if I want to. I can stop reading Twitter. I can absolutely stop going on social media. Why do I do this to myself?
Young Dro has a flip phone.
Yep.
To stop him.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
shout out to Young Dro. He spoke about how that helps with his mental.
Yeah. So
health.
Me and my wife had got SIM phones to where it's not even shit ain't even got no screen on it.
Oh shit.
It's literally just numbers and that's it.
Like, social media plays tricks on you.
Because that's the first thing we look at. Mm-hmm. I implore everybody to please
look in the camera and tell everybody that, please.
Don't start your day with social media. Now, let me tell you something. Do start your day with social media because you don't know what you did last night and you need to make sure you ain't posting no crazy shit.
No.
Go do that
first.
But then
after that,
get off.
After that.
So I do wake up, I check text messages, then emails, and then DMs.
Okay.
And after that, I get the fuck
How'd you
off
pull
there.
yourself out of that rut? I know with you having kids and a wife, how the effect on your family.
That's what it was. That's what it was. It was my family. It was specifically my daughter. She texted me one night and was like, I'm scared. I don't know what's going to happen to you. And, I was like, okay, well, shit. And she had never been vocal like that before. You know what I mean? She had never said anything. Shit, I mean, she was fucking 13 at that time, I think. Wow. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it was like, all right, I gotta change this. This is crazy.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? Because I don't, you don't pay attention to stuff like that. You know what I mean? You don't know how it's affecting everybody
I know they got to
else.
be proud of you now because you thriving.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Newfay making 50, 60 grand an hour playing games.
Come on now.
Look, or something like that. Let me not, because I ain't no pocket watching ass nigga. Hey, I ain't no pocket watching ass nigga. I ain't never been. It's always the ballpark.
In the ballpark.
Yeah, because I definitely ain't no pocket, but you doing good.
I'm doing what I can. I'm doing
financially,
as much as I can.
mentally, physically, all that, man. It's a great thing. It's a beautiful thing, man. Storytime with the legendary Jerry is hosted by me, the one and only Jerry Clark. Music has been provided by July, the producer. If you haven't already, please make sure you subscribe to Storytime with the legendary Jerry on YouTube and wherever you listen to podcasts. And make sure you follow us on all social media platforms at the Legendary Jerry Podcast. For more podcasts from iHeartMedia, visit the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to your favorite shows.